Alright guys, welcome back. We've pretty much reached this 14 to 16K target that I've had for a long time, and I just want to go back and watch some of these clips from the past calling for this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I was calling for 16K 9 months ago, in January the 21st, 2022. Like, I was calling for 16K when we were at 38K. Obviously, I shorted the top at 69K, and I called the dump to 57K. And my calls, I had all these calls down. And anyone who's truly watched me, you know. I mean, look at the comments. People said, dude, since a few weeks ago you told me, as long as you don't break the trend line, I sold all my tokens, I have cash on the side, and you helped me save losing more than 50% of my portfolio. Man, if you save 50% of your portfolio when we were at 38K, how much of your portfolio did you save now that we're down at 16K, man? That I call this, right? So, you know, Alex saving lives, okay? Great analysis. So, you know, like, you got to realize is, like, people have actually watched me, people have actually been on the ride and following what I say and actually listening to what I say, not just what they want to hear me say or not what they want to hear, but actually listen to what I say. Like, we've saved so much money on the way down, and we've been bearish all the way down to buying our first entry ever in this bear market was at 18.5K. Right? I told you when I was buying crypto at 18.5K and lower. And here we are at 16K, one of our big targets. And so we're now at the point where we're happy. We're here. And so will you buy the dip? Well, let me tell you something, guys. Anything below 16K is absolutely amazing. But I still feel like I haven't shown you guys like the call. Wait a minute.
Saying, right? Everyone thinks that 30K is going to hold again. Man, you are really wrong about that in my opinion. And check this out, guys. Check this out. I want to show you something right now. Okay.
So yeah, anyways, you can go back and watch my analysis. I don't think there's any point in telling people, like, people who've actually stuck with me, they already know all this shit. And obviously I made my prediction video about Bitcoin going to 14K, and I got so much bullshit for it. People saying, oh, what about 14K? What about 14K? And obviously, if you look at, you know, my tweets, I've stayed bearish even though I've been short-term bullish, right? So short-term bullish, I've been trading the market, I've been longing, I've been making a shitload of money. But if you stick to my long-term vision, it's stayed the same. I've stayed bearish even despite being bullish last week in the short term. You know, here's October the 27th, guys. See, October the 27th, that's 14 days ago. Alex, overall, would you say that 14K is still in play? I said, yes, I think this BTC pump actually helps us get to 14K. It gives everyone hope and confidence of higher prices, which is what makes the dip more painful. Just like previous dumps, there's usually big pumps before the big dump, way lower. You pump to 40K in May, and then it rugs. Pump to 31K in June, and then it rugged to 17.5K, right? Pump to 40K, rug to 26K. So this was literally 14 days ago. So I know a lot of people think I'm, like, you know, crazy bullish this last week, and I was crazy bullish as a trader in the micro term. But in the big picture, we've remained bearish, and we've remained set, you know, eyes set on our targets of 14, 16K. And here we've got here. And guys, if you're scared to buy, then I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. These prices are insane. You know, we look at the list. We look at, you know, Chainlink, for example, man. Chainlink at $6, that shit's going to be at $80, okay? And if you think about it, you know, let's say you wanted to buy a $240,000 house before. Well, that house cost you 4 Bitcoin before. At $60,000, a $240,000 house cost you 4 Bitcoin. Guys, that same $240,000 house now costs you 14 Bitcoin. So you're literally paying 10 extra Bitcoin for that same house. You are getting robbed 10 Bitcoin for that house. Okay, like 10 whole extra Bitcoin. Guys, go get me 10 Bitcoin right now. Why? You would never go just give me 10 extra Bitcoin. But when you buy a house for $240,000, you're literally giving them an extra 10 free Bitcoin. Okay, because you need to understand that prices will correct and prices will go up, they will go down. And right now, crypto is so cheap in relation to real estate. It is so cheap in relation to other things out there. Cars, stocks, real estate. Crypto is so cheap. If you compare the strength in the ratio of the price of crypto to these things, okay, you understand that, okay, so at one point the house cost 4 Bitcoin. It now costs me 14 Bitcoin. you also need to understand that this whole thing, you can chart that out. And at some point, that gap is going to shrink. So in the future, that same house is only going to cost 8 Bitcoin, maybe 7 Bitcoin. And so maybe it's not going to get back to 4 Bitcoin for that house, but that price is going to correct. So you will see massive value here in crypto versus anything else. And so to not be bullish here is just, it's retarded if you understand that these prices, ratios are going to correct. And if at one point a house costs 4 Bitcoin and it costs 14 Bitcoin now, you are getting an incredible discount in real estate if you buy crypto, if that makes sense, okay? And so I'm crazy bullish. Anything below 16K is an absolute gift, in my opinion. And at this point, man, what a journey and what a ride it's been to get down here. I don't know how long we're going to be down here, guys. We could be here for 6 months, a year. But, man, I'm going to be taking advantage, and I hope you will too, because we have preserved so much capital. We have called for this, and we have stuck to our long-term vision. Obviously, when I'm trading, guys, yeah, we have a very good chance to go to 14K right now. Like we're at 16K, right? But I'm still bullish on the market, longing it, making $30,000 right now. Does it make sense? So even though I'm bearish, big picture, like, yeah, we're probably going to go to 14K here, right? Like we were just at 15K. We're at 16K right now, right? But I'm bullish short term as a trader because I just sniped the bottom. Okay, look at my entry price. 15,659 is where I opened this trade. So look at 15,659 is right here. So I sniped the bottom. So of course I'm going to be bullish short term here if I snipe the bottom because my entry is so damn good. I literally bought the fucking bottom here in the short term. So that's how I'm bullish in the short term. But it doesn't mean that we're probably not going to go lower here. All right, this is probably not the bottom here at 16K. It's probably going to be 14K, 13K, 12K. But at the end of the day, if you're not buying below 16K, you deserve a fat smack across your face because, man, you guys said that under 20K, Michael Saylor would gobble up all the Bitcoin. You guys call me fucking crazy. You call me stupid for calling 16K Bitcoin back here in January. You guys call me crazy when I called a dump to 47K. All of these comments and all this freaking stupid shit you guys said, like Michael Saylor gobbling up all the Bitcoin. Dude, that guy is sweating balls right now, wondering if he's going to get liquidated. Okay? So, you know, you're talking about Michael Saylor gobbling up all the Bitcoin. At the end of the day, who's really going to be gobbling up the Bitcoin is me. Crash traders, people actually have emotional control, understand what they're doing, understand the big picture. And you actually are the one who is buying about 40K and don't want to buy it now at 16K. That shit don't make no sense. But that's why you're a Twitter thug, a YouTube comment section bandit. And guys, that's why we smack you in the face all the time. Because guys, if you watch my analyses, okay, man, it's, I mean, yeah, this video in particular, I remember I went off on people, telling people to suck my balls, wash my doors, and get to mopping my floors and shit like that. This one's definitely a classic, man. This one will go down in the history books for sure. And so, you know, like I said, guys, everything's there. Obviously, I was bullish short term last week, trading the market, and I still am because look at my fucking entry. Look, I just sniped the bottom. So of course I'm gonna be bullish, even though overall big picture I'm bearish because I'm fucking up $30,000 right now. That's why I'm bullish because I just sniped it, right? So that's how you can be bullish in the short term, even though you have an overall long-term outlook of being bearish, right? So bullish, even though, yeah, we're probably going to come to 14K here in the next couple of days, right? So hopefully that makes sense, guys, and congratulations to everyone who, like, actually listens to me. Save your capital. You know, these comments obviously are huge. Like, it makes me really happy, you know, when I see people who save 50% of their portfolio. Man, think about that. Save 50% of your portfolio. That's when we're at 38K, dude. So this guy, okay, he actually listened to me. Okay, because think about it. When we're at 69K down to 38K, we're about 50% pretty much off the all-time high. So this guy actually listened to me when I shorted the top at 69K and called for a dump down to 57K and told people to sell. You see? So I know the people who actually follow me have saved themselves so much money, so much stress, and so much of their portfolio, man. About it. So anyways, guys, What I'm looking for next in the short term is because, like I said, I'm bullish because of my entry right here. I sniped the bottom, but I'm thinking most likely we're gonna hit 17K or 17.5K before going lower. These just seem like very likely points that we would hit because you got to realize there's this thing called mean reversion. So if you dump 20%, a lot of times you're just gonna pump 10% after. Okay, so we dumped. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of this here. Okay, so we dumped like 20% candles 2 days in a row. So like, look at this candle, right? So you dumped, guys, 16%, and I want you to look at the wick here. So you dump 16%, and then guess what? You pump 8%. Look at that perfect mean reversion, right? Because what is the mean? It's the middle, right? The mean is the middle, or is that the median? I think that's the median. But like, guys, I'm not a fucking genius at math. I don't even know the difference between a mean and a median. I just know this shit will revert to the mean, and that means something like fucking go up. Okay, so look, you dump 16%, instantly it mean reverts 8% higher. Okay, so look right here. You dump 14%. A lot of times you're gonna mean revert back up 7%. Okay. So 7% back up gets you right to 16.8, 17K, which is a very psychological good level that we could stop at. Okay, so let's go zoom back in and you'll see 17K is actually a resistance. So it just makes sense. It does seem very likely that we're going to bounce up to these targets before we go lower. It doesn't mean we will reach them, but overall, these are where my eyes are set on. So once again, my big picture is obviously bearish, but we've gotten down here. The big vision is pretty much completed. Now it's just whether do we stop at 16K, 14, 12, 10. Most likely we do have lower to go simply because the stock market looks like dog shit still. Okay, and obviously if you watch my analysis in the past, then you know how understanding the stock market was key in calling this crash, because there was a time obviously where Bitcoin dipped to 30K, but it recovered out of there. And so a key for the recovery was that Bitcoin, guys, stocks were in a bull market here, right? So Bitcoin just went on its own liquidation crash basically. But because the stock market was bullish, Bitcoin didn't fall through 30K. But this time we were getting to 30K, we knew that, okay, now the stock market's actually in a bear market, and we've already came down back. This is how we knew, combined with so many other factors, that we were going to break down to 30K that time. Okay, so basically, like, once again, long-term vision, yeah, we think we're going lower, right? But we're pretty much already, the bulk of the move has been made, guys. Look at this. We are, 80% off the all-time highs? 77% off the all-time high, guys. For the price of 1 Bitcoin, you could now get yourself 5 Bitcoin. Guys, it's a 5-for-1 fire sale. Like, how could you not be bullish? Anything below 16K is a gift. It's truly insane, and I'm so happy that we saved so much capital on the way down here, and we're looking fucking insane going into the next bull market, man. As crash traders, we really it's been amazing. But anyways, so you gotta realize stock market looks like dog shit. Let's look at the daily chart. Okay, daily chart here for stocks. It failed going higher again. MACD coming and crossing down. This to me just looks like it's about to melt down to like 3,500. So if stocks continue to melt down, what do you think Bitcoin's going to do? It's also going to continue to melt down. So wow, how crazy is that, right? I'm saying that, stock market looks like it's about to melt down further. Bitcoin should also melt down further. Yet somehow I'm still short-term bullish on the market. Wow, look at me. Up $30,000. You see, you can be short-term bullish, but in the big picture, be bearish. And if people don't get that, then you should go find another channel to watch, because I'm a trader. So right now I'm trading it. I'm making $30,000, but overall I think we're going lower, still probably back down to 14K, because the stock market doesn't look like it's done dropping. Stock market looks like dog shit. Stock market looks bad. Stock market is not in good condition. Although what I will say is that some stocks are just ridiculously oversold. You got to scratch your head and think, damn, a big bounce could be coming very, very soon. Look at Apple. Okay, as it approaches the bottom level here at $128, okay, it's a very likely point we may see a bounce for Apple, right? So like, you got to look at these other things, and you got to look at Amazon, you got to look at Microsoft, you got to look at these mega cap stocks, and you got to look at their levels. And as they reach their support, you got to look at that and think, oh my God, we might actually bounce. Look how oversold we are, right? So, like, look how oversold Amazon is. It's absolutely getting destroyed. So now we need to look and say, like, okay, where's the next support for Amazon? Well, we can't even see it on the daily chart here. So the next support for Amazon is the actual COVID low, guys. And so I guarantee you we're probably going to bounce at the COVID low, right? So, like, for example, we're looking at all the clues and we're looking at all these things together right now. And so we understand, like, okay, the COVID low was, what is that? I don't know, because Amazon has stock split. I can't tell what this is, like $70 or something. Okay, we can actually inspect it and see. Okay, so we know, like, all right, damn, we're getting close to the COVID low. It's very likely we'll bounce at the COVID low. But we are not there yet, and so we're likely to continue selling off because we're already so damn close to the COVID low. We might as well just get there now. Charts look like dog shit still, but okay, they're not going to look dog shit forever because if you actually pay attention, look at this, guys. You got massive bullish divergence on Amazon on the weekly. And so as we would actually come into the COVID low, you're going to have major strength oscillation, which is going to tell you that, look, this could even actually be a bottom at the COVID low again, or at least a very short-term local bottom that could last even 3 weeks to a month to 3 months to 4 months. Who knows, right? So, like, we just have to play this level by level and understand that, like, okay, so for example, I'm long right now, but overall, I understand that the direction is still lower, so I want to book profits and close out my longs pretty soon and look to probably flip short at 16,900, 17,500, 18,500, for example, right? Because I know that, look, we're probably going to come down this COVID low on Amazon, which means the market's still got lower to go. Right, and obviously there's other stocks you can be looking at right now, not just Amazon, but Microsoft, right? So I bet you Microsoft is actually further from its March low. See how much farther Microsoft is from the low? I mean, it's still another 30% from its low. So what do we take away from this? Amazon is weaker than Microsoft. Amazon is weaker than Apple. And so we think about that and we understand, okay, maybe Amazon's going to be one of the first stocks to actually take out its COVID low. But that still means that, dude, there's still more pain to go for Microsoft and Apple. So we need to look and consider all these factors as we're dropping. And so, for example, if Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, if they're all at support and it's oversold as shit, then we know that, okay, where's Bitcoin? Is it at 14K? Is it at 15K? Is it at 16K? Because that can depend. So we have to look at both things here, stocks and Bitcoin. And depending on what things are saying to us at different times, that's how we'll know if we're going to get a bounce or not. Okay? And so, like, right now we know that this is probably not like the ultimate bottom in Bitcoin, because we know that stock market, Amazon is probably going to go test that COVID low. It's so close to it. It's oversold as shit going into that low, so we're probably going to get a big bounce at that COVID low once Amazon hits there. It's very likely, right? So we should be thinking like, okay, we're close to that COVID low, but we're not there yet, so let's wait until we get there, and that's probably going to be a time that we're going to see Bitcoin really set a good local short-term bottom, okay? So hopefully this is like insightful for you and like how you're looking at the market. So once again, short-term, I longed it, but overall I understand, okay, I don't want to stay long forever here, because most likely probabilities we're going to go lower here. Okay. At the end of the day, but for the long term though, right? For the long term, these are amazing prices under 16K. Take advantage, right? So, anyways, there's so many angles and perspectives to look at this from. At the end of the day, I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I'm long the market. I'm up $33,000. I made $23,000 shorting the market as well, and I made $121,000 last week. So I also lost $58,000 to begin the week. Okay, when I was short-term bullish up here at 20,500. So, for example, I was long at the beginning of this week when I lost $58,000 right here. Okay, so I ended up cutting the trade at 20,200. So I was long the market, right? I was short-term bullish. Guess what? The market goes against me. I stop out. I lose $58,000. And okay, now let's reevaluate. Now, what's next? Okay, I sent out an alert the next day to short the market. So think about it. I was bullish here, I lost $58,000, to the next morning I sent out an alert to everyone to short Bitcoin right here. Okay, now I got stopped out over 10 points before it dumped, which is really sad because I would have made over $100,000 on that short if I didn't get stopped out. But that's besides the point. So, all right, so I'm bullish, right here. I get stopped out, I lose $58,000. Then I send out an alert to everyone to short it, and people short it, and people literally make like 440%, right? You can literally go back yesterday. See, people made 440%. Hey, Alex, I'm short on Bitcoin. My entry was 20,450. Look at this, 20,450 right here, where I told everyone to short. Do you think I should take profit? Because I think Bitcoin's going to go much lower. I said, up to you, bro. You sniped it, nice, right? So once again, we go bullish to short, okay? I shorted Bitcoin, Ethereum somewhere over here on one of these bounces, and then I long it right here. So guys, we trade both ways because there's so much money to be made going both ways. And like I said, that's how I made 23,000 today shorting. Now I'm up 35,000 longing. Okay, so yeah, guys. At the end of the day, overall everything is still bearish about the market. Stock market doesn't look like it's bottom. And so that would lead me to believe, okay, we want to be looking to short the bounce here. And so it comes down to which resistance. So right now, a very likely resistance to me looks like 17 to 17.6K is where the next short is probably going to be. Now, we still got to be careful because, when everyone is shorting the market thinking, oh my God, it's going to collapse, a lot of times the market's going to squeeze people out and destroy you if you're short. Because it's not so simple. If everyone just shorts the market, does that mean everyone's going to make money and just freaking become ballers and buy Lamborghinis at the bottom like that? No, that's not how it works. The market's not that easy. So a lot of times if everyone's short, it just squeeze your ass out, take your money, and then it'll drop. So you just have to be very aware of these things. But based on our overall understanding of the general direction of the market, we understand, look, pain is still probably not over. Because look at the stock market, look at Microsoft, look at Amazon, look at Google, let's look at the S&P 500. Yes, they're incredibly oversold, so that means once we get to the next major support level, we're actually very likely to get a bounce in stocks, right? So we understand that, hey, we have not reached those levels, so let's not get crazy bullish, right now, even though long term this is crazy bullish, right? So we understand as a short-term trader, what we want to be doing is looking to short the bounce, okay? But one thing I'm going to say, guys, last thing I'm going to say, is you want to be very careful shorting the market and trading the market. This is not the time to lose money trading the market because, guys, a $10,000 loss right now is more than half of a Bitcoin. That's like 0.7 Bitcoin, okay? A $10,000 loss at 69K was 1/7 of a Bitcoin. So your mistake today cost you 4 times more than it did at 69K. Because once again, 10K got you 1/7 of Bitcoin. Today, $10,000 gets you 7/10 of a Bitcoin. So your US dollars are worth so much more today, okay, because they can get you so much more crypto. And talking back about the real estate example, a $240,000 house cost you 4 Bitcoin before. Today it costs you 14 Bitcoin. You need to be thinking about your portfolio and what you're doing in terms of Bitcoin because ultimately we've seen a historical trend, Bitcoin costs more than everything else, or at least its price ratio is destroying everything else in the long term. And so once again, we believe that ratio will change. It's going to go from 14 Bitcoin for a $240,000 house. I bet you it's going to be 6 Bitcoin in the future. Okay, so let's take advantage of that. And so let's understand, okay, big picture, okay? Yeah, we might spend some time down here, but boy, oh boy, we will recover. Okay, give it time, we will recover. So this is obviously the big picture. We're mega bulls down here, sub 16K. But short term, we're also very bullish here on this long entry I have on Bitcoin. Okay, but I'm going to be looking to take profits. So I'm going to look to make $50,000, and then I'm going to be looking to switch short to take advantage. But once again, this is not the time to be overly aggressive because if you lose right now in the market, you are costing yourself 4 times more Bitcoin. You are costing yourself 4 times more crypto. You have to be so careful. You have to really value your capital and be smart, invest in the lows, and dominate, for the long term. So, guys, I'm up 40K right now. I made 23K on the short side. I'm up 40K on the long side. I made $121,000 last week. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure I'm doing a good job right now. What do you think? Let me know down below. Do you think I'm doing a good job? I think I'm doing a pretty good job. So when I tell you what I think about the market, when I tell you that I think 16K and lower is a fucking fire sale, when I call this from up here and no one believed me, people called me crazy, and obviously some people thank me. Some people listen to me. Some people save 50% of their portfolio. some people are so happy, right? And to those, to us, guys, to us, we're going to fucking kill it. Congratulations to all my subscribers, everyone who supported us on this crash. We've absolutely nailed it. And guys, now it's time to plant our seeds. It is time to take advantage. But once again, right, don't be mistaken. Don't think the ultimate bottom's in at 16K now. I mean, this was our major target, right? 14, 16K. We've hit it. So let's not be greedy, right? Let's start to make sure we're buying in. At the same time, we need to understand the stock market is very likely not bottomed out yet. Okay, so we need to be prepared for more downside even from here. Okay, but overall, guys, these are amazing prices in the long term, and it's gonna pay off massively. So congratulations to everyone, guys. Holy shit, boys, we are pumping good, and I'm about to make 60, 50K, 70K here. I'm about to take some profit right here. Guys, let's fucking go, bro. What a fucking bear market it's been, guys. So anyways, guys, I got some 50 G's, 60 G's to make here. Yeah, guys, I'm about to make some money. So you know what, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here for today's video. Once again, we're gonna be taking advantage of these prices, but I have to, you know, make sure it's clear, guys. We still have serious downside potential from here when you're looking at the stock market. Okay, so I do think we're going to get a big bounce soon. A local bottom soon makes so much sense, especially as Amazon approaches its COVID low, for example. Like, trust me, I think a local bottom is near. That said, even with that local bottom, okay, it does not mean that the ultimate bottom is in. And dude, like, it's crazy because you could buy at 16K and this shit can go to 8K, right? So it's so important that you position in a way that you can hold for 3 or 4 years if you have to. Because, guys, the dangerous part is not holding down here when you're 80% discount off the all-time high. Okay, the dangerous part about holding and hodling is when you're hodling from up here. When you're hodling from up here, this is dangerous. Okay? Once you're down here, like, even if you're down 30, 40% down here, like, this is not really the scary part. I mean, no, it can be scary, don't get me wrong, but like, this is not the dangerous thing anymore. You got to realize you're buying 80% off the high. If you take the emotions out, when has that ever failed you on Bitcoin or Ethereum or good shit that sticks around? It's never failed you. And so, could it fail you in the future? I'm gonna bet no. Fuck no, it's not, because I fucking love, you know, crypto. That sounds so gay, bro. Oh, I love crypto. No, like, dude, you like dealing with bank transfers. You like fucking, like, let's say you want to buy a $50,000 car. You like signing all the paperwork and doing all this bullshit, or do you like buying monkeys for $100,000 and the transaction is completed within 2 seconds, and you now own a $100,000 monkey picture without having to contact an attorney, without having to sign paperwork? No, you just bought it. Okay, no bullshit involved. All right, so I'm actually gonna take some more profit here, and then let's see, 50% right now, 16,670, 77. Close me out. Let's lock some more gains in, baby. And guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today, I think. Yeah, thank you everyone. We're the best. We the best music, DJ Khaled. We the best. We the fucking awesome. We the freaking awesome. We fucking awesome, baby. Yeah, we awesome. Yeah. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm about to go to sleep probably. So, yeah, guys, we are fucking awesome. We really are. Crash shares are the best. And I'm sorry for all my enemies, man. It must suck to be them. But yeah, guys, fucking baller. Baller, boys. Alright, guys. I don't have much else to say. I could ramble on for like another 8.5 hours, but I don't think you want to listen to that. So, I am out. Hopefully this video helps you. And congrats to all our members on another great trade. I'll see you guys later.